Few cities in the world hold such a powerful place in our collective imagination as Rome. From its humble beginnings as a small settlement on the banks of the Tiber River, Rome grew to become a mighty empire that shaped the course of Western civilization. Its legacy is all around us, from our laws and language to our art and architecture. But how did this small city-state rise to such prominence? The answer, like much of Roman history, is a complex tapestry woven from both myth and reality. To understand the rise of Rome, we must first delve into the legends that surround its foundation. Stories passed down through generations, embellished and reshaped over time, offer us a glimpse into the Roman psyche. At the heart of these founding myths lies the tale of Romulus and Remus, twin brothers locked in a deadly struggle for power. Their story, steeped in drama and divine intervention, has captivated audiences for centuries. But while the legend of Romulus and Remus provides a captivating narrative, it is crucial to separate myth from historical fact. Archaeological evidence reveals a more nuanced picture of Rome's early days, one that speaks of a gradual process of settlement and development. The legend of Romulus and Remus is a tale as old as Rome itself. As the story goes, these twin brothers, born of divine parentage, were abandoned as infants and left to die on the banks of the Tiber River. Rescued by a she-wolf who nursed them back to health, the twins were eventually found and raised by a shepherd named Faustulus. As they grew older, Romulus and Remus learned of their noble lineage and their claim to the throne of Alba Longa, a nearby Latin city. They overthrew the usurping king, Amulius, and restored their grandfather, Numitor, to power. Yet their destiny lay not in reclaiming their family's throne, but in founding a new city. The twins quarreled over where to build their city, with Romulus favouring the Palatine Hill and Remus preferring the Aventine Hill. In a fit of rage, Romulus killed Remus, claiming the right to rule the newly founded city. And so, in 753 BC, according to Roman tradition, Romulus founded Rome, naming it after himself. While the legend of Romulus and Remus provides a compelling narrative, archaeological evidence paints a more complex picture of Rome's beginnings. Excavations in the area of the Roman Forum and Palatine Hill have unearthed remnants of settlements dating back to the 10th century BC, centuries before the traditional founding date of 753 BC. These early settlements were likely small villages inhabited by Latin shepherds and farmers. They lived in simple huts, grew crops, and raised livestock. Over time, these settlements grew and coalesced, eventually forming a larger urban center. One significant find is the Romulus Wall, a defensive wall on the Palatine Hill that dates back to the 8th century BC. The discovery of pottery shards, tools, and other artifacts from this period provides further evidence of a thriving community. As Rome developed into a more significant urban center, it came into contact with the Etruscans, a powerful and wealthy civilization that dominated central Italy. The Etruscans, known for their advanced metalworking, art, and urban planning, had a profound influence on Roman culture and society. Roman religion, for instance, borrowed heavily from Etruscan practices. The Romans adopted Etruscan deities, such as Juno and Minerva, and incorporated Etruscan rituals and beliefs into their own religious practices. Etruscan influence is also evident in Roman architecture and urban planning. The Romans adopted the Etruscan practice of using grid plans for their cities, laying out streets in a regular pattern. During the 7th and 6th centuries BC, Rome underwent a period of significant growth and development. The city's population increased, fueled by both natural growth and the influx of people from surrounding areas. Rome's strategic location on the Tiber River, which provided access to trade routes and fertile farmland, contributed to its prosperity. As Rome grew in size and influence, it consolidated its power over neighboring Latin tribes. Through a combination of diplomacy and military conquest, Rome established itself as the dominant power in Latium. This period marked a crucial transition for Rome from a collection of villages to a unified city-state. The unification of the Latin tribes under Roman leadership laid the foundation for Rome's future expansion. While the archaeological record provides a more nuanced understanding of Rome's origins, The legendary founding date of April 21st, 753 BC, held immense symbolic importance for the Romans. This date, established by the Roman scholar Varro in the 1st century BC, marked the beginning of the Roman calendar and became a central point of reference for Roman history and identity. The Romans celebrated the anniversary of their city's founding with great fanfare. The festival of Perilia, held on April 21st, honored Pallas, the goddess of shepherds, and commemorated the day Romulus marked the boundaries of his new city. The festival involved processions, sacrifices, and feasting, reaffirming the city's mythical origins and celebrating its continued prosperity. The story of Romulus and Remus, with its themes of divine favor, destiny, and the struggle for power, served as a powerful origin story for the Roman people. According to Roman tradition, the reign of Romulus ended in mystery. Some accounts suggest he ascended to heaven in a whirlwind, becoming the god Quirinus. Regardless of his fate, Romulus's reign marked the beginning of the Roman monarchy, a period during which Rome was ruled by a succession of kings. However, Roman tradition holds that the monarchy was overthrown in 509 BC, ushering in a new era, the Roman Republic. The Republic was characterized by a complex system of government that distributed power among different institutions, preventing any one individual or group from holding absolute power. At the heart of the Republic was the Senate, a council of elders who advised the magistrates, the elected officials who held executive power. The establishment of the Republic marked a turning point in Roman history. The new system of government, with its emphasis on shared power and civic duty, fostered a sense of unity and purpose among the Roman people. This unity, coupled with Rome's military prowess and strategic location, allowed the Republic to embark on a period of unprecedented expansion. Over the next few centuries, Rome gradually extended its control over the Italian peninsula, conquering neighboring tribes and incorporating them into the Roman state. Roman legions, renowned for their discipline and effectiveness, proved more than a match for their adversaries. The Roman army's success was due in part to its innovative tactics and organization, as well as the unwavering commitment of its soldiers. After securing its dominance in Italy, Rome turned its attention to the wider Mediterranean world. By the 1st century BC, Rome had emerged as the dominant power in the Mediterranean, its territories stretching from Spain in the west to Syria in the east. The legacy of ancient Rome is vast and enduring. Roman law, language, art, architecture, and political thought continue to influence Western civilization to this day. The Roman legal system, with its emphasis on codified laws and legal principles, provided the foundation for legal systems throughout Europe and beyond. Latin, the language of ancient Rome, became the lingua franca of the Western world for centuries, influencing the development of many modern European languages. Roman art and architecture, with their emphasis on grandeur, realism, and technical mastery, have inspired artists and architects for centuries. The Roman Republic's political system, with its emphasis on shared power, checks and balances, and civic duty, also had a profound impact on Western political thought. While the legend of Romulus and Remus may not be entirely historically accurate, its significance for understanding Roman identity and culture cannot be overstated. The myth served as a powerful origin story, shaping the Romans' understanding of themselves and their place in the world. The story of the twin brothers, abandoned and left to die, yet chosen by fate to found a great city, resonated deeply with the Roman people. It reinforced the belief that Rome was destined for greatness, chosen by the gods to rule the world. The myth also emphasized the importance of courage, determination, and self-reliance, qualities that were highly valued in Roman society. The legend of Romulus and Remus also served as a constant reminder of the city's violent origins. The myth reflected the duality of Roman character, capable of both great brutality and remarkable achievements. The story of Rome's foundation, a compelling blend of myth and history, continues to captivate and inspire us today. The legend of Romulus and Remus, passed down through generations, provides a captivating narrative that speaks to the human fascination with origins, destiny, and the struggle for power. While archaeological evidence reveals a more complex and nuanced picture of Rome's beginnings, the myth remains a powerful symbol of Roman identity and ambition. Rome's rise from a small settlement on the banks of the Tiber River to a mighty empire is a testament to the human capacity for innovation, adaptation, and resilience. The legacy of ancient Rome, evident in our laws, language, art, architecture, and political thought, continues to shape the world we live in today. And so the story of Rome's foundation, both myth and history, serves as a timeless reminder of the enduring power of ideas, the impact of human actions, and the enduring legacy of the past.